Battling the wilderness, the art of transporting timber through treacherous terrain. The dense, unyielding forests of the world hold secrets that only the bravest dare to uncover. Deep within these remote and unforgiving landscapes, towering trees are felled, cut, and prepared for transport, an operation that relies on the sheer grit and skill of truck drivers who navigate some of the most perilous routes on Earth. The process of transporting massive timber logs through steep, slippery, and treacherous roads is not for the faint of heart. It demands technical expertise, unwavering determination, and a deep respect for the forces of nature. The daunting challenge of logging roads. Logging roads are not like the paved highways that crisscross modern cities. They are rugged, narrow paths carved through dense forests, often mere ribbons of dirt and gravel snaking along mountain ridges and steep valleys. During the dry season, dust clouds obscure vision, making navigation a perilous guessing game. In the wet season, however, the true nightmare begins. Rain transforms the trails into muddy death traps, where even the most powerful trucks struggle for traction. The average logging truck is an engineering marvel, built to haul tons of timber while enduring brutal terrain. These vehicles, often modified with reinforced suspensions, oversized tires, and powerful winches, are the lifeline of the logging industry. However, even the mightiest of machines can falter when faced with the unpredictable elements of nature. The Titans of Logging, a deep dive into legendary off-road timber trucks. Logging operations in the most remote and rugged terrains demand the most capable trucks. Whether in the dense forests of Russia, the vast jungles of Africa, or the snow-covered timberlands of North America, specialized logging trucks have proven their mettle. This article provides an in-depth analysis of some legendary timber trucks, their capabilities, and a vivid storytelling experience of their real-world applications in some of the most unforgiving landscapes. 1. Tata 1212 TC 4x4, the versatile Indian timber truck. The Tata 1212 TC 4x4 is a workhorse designed to tackle rough terrains while transporting heavy timber loads. This truck features a robust chassis, a high ground clearance, and an all-wheel drive system, making it an excellent choice for logging operations in India's dense forests. Equipped with a powerful turbocharged diesel engine, it ensures high torque at low RPM, essential for navigating muddy and uneven roads. Engine: 6-cylinder turbo diesel. Drivetrain 4x4 with high torque differential locks. Payload capacity: approximately 12 tons. Strengths: compact design, reliable, good maneuverability in tight forest roads. Two, Nissan TZA 520, the old logging legend. A true legend among old-school logging trucks, the Nissan TZA 520 is a durable and rugged machine that has withstood the test of time. Popular in Southeast Asia and Africa, this truck boasts a reinforced frame and a powerful diesel engine capable of pulling massive logs across rivers and muddy trails. Engine: 6-cylinder inline diesel. Drivetrain 4x2 or 6x4, depending on the configuration. Payload capacity: 15 to 20 tons. Strengths: reliable, easy to repair, strong chassis for heavy-duty work. 3. Ural 4320, the Russian logging powerhouse X-wheeled military-grade truck adapted for heavy logging operations. Designed for extreme conditions, the Ural 4320 excels in deep snow, mud, and river crossings thanks to its robust frame and powerful diesel engine. Engine: 11.2L V8 diesel. Drivetrain: 6x6 with locking differentials. Payload capacity: 10 to 15 tons, varies based on terrain. Strengths: exceptional off-road capabilities, durability, and extreme weather resistance. Four. Volvo WG64 and Mercedes-Benz MB3836AK, European giants. Both the Volvo WG64 and the Mercedes-Benz MB3836AK represent European engineering at its finest, offering high payload capacities, advanced suspension systems, and powerful engines for logging in hilly terrains. Volvo WG64. Engine: 12.1L inline-6 diesel. Drivetrain: 6x4 with heavy-duty axles. Strengths: smooth high. Mercedes-Benz MB3836AK. Engine: 12.8L V8 diesel. Drivetrain: 6x6 with high torque output. Strengths: strong off-road capability, German engineering excellence. Five. ZIL 131 and ZIL 157, Soviet-era timber warriors. The ZIL 131 and ZIL 157 were Soviet-era military trucks later adapted for logging operations. They are well known for their extreme durability and ability to navigate deep snow and thick mud. Engine: 5.8L V8 petrol, ZIL 131, and 6-cylinder inline petrol, ZIL 157. Drivetrain: 6x6 with high ground clearance. Strengths: simple mechanics, off-road dominance, built for endurance. 6. Volvo A30E, A25C and Liebherr TA230 articulated dump trucks in logging. While primarily designed for mining and earth moving, these articulated dump trucks, ADTs, have found use in logging operations due to their ability to transport logs over swampy and muddy terrains where conventional trucks would get stuck. Drivetrain: 6x6 with articulated steering. Strengths: high load capacity, ability to traverse extreme mud and soft ground. Seven. KAMAZ, the Russian river crossing titan. KAMAZ trucks are famous for their ruggedness and ability to traverse flooded terrain. Logging companies in Siberia and the Russian Far East frequently use KAMAZ trucks to transport timber through areas where bridges are non-existent. Drivetrain: 6x6 with waterproofing features. Strengths: high reliability, excellent river crossing capability. 8. Pacific P16, the king of 1970s logging trucks. The Pacific P16 was a massive logging truck built in the 1970s, capable of carrying up to 150 tons of timber. Used mainly in Canada, this truck was designed to haul massive tree trunks over mountainous terrains. Engine: 1.2 V71 Detroit diesel. Drivetrain: 6x6 with planetary gear hubs. Strengths: massive payload capacity, rugged design, rare collector's item today. The Titans of Logging, a deep dive into legendary off-road timber trucks. Logging operations in the most remote and rugged terrains demand the most capable trucks. Whether in the dense forests of Russia, the vast jungles of Africa, or the snow-covered timberlands of North America, specialized logging trucks have proven their mettle. This article provides an in-depth analysis of some legendary timber trucks, their capabilities, and a vivid storytelling experience of their real-world applications in some of the most unforgiving landscapes. A story from the logging front lines. In the remote forests of Siberia, a team of loggers faced an immense challenge. A heavy snowstorm had turned the logging trails into a treacherous maze of ice and mud. The operation depended on a convoy of Ural 4320s and Kamaz trucks to transport freshly cut timber to the nearest processing plant, over 200 kilometers away. As the lead Ural 4320 pushed forward, its massive tires dug deep into the ice, struggling to maintain traction. Behind it, a Kamaz truck loaded with freshly cut logs approached a frozen river. The water below was partially thawed, making the crossing extremely dangerous. The driver, experienced in such conditions, engaged the Kamaz's differential locks and slowly inched forward. The truck tilted slightly as it hit the weakest part of the ice, but its rugged suspension and balanced weight distribution helped it push through safely. With the convoy moving steadily, a ZIL 131 bringing up the rear hit a particularly deep snowbank and got stuck. The team quickly deployed a Ural 4320 to tow it out, showcasing the absolute necessity of teamwork and the resilience of these legendary logging machines. Hours later, the trucks arrived at the processing plant, proving once again that in the world of timber hauling, the right trucks can make the difference between failure and success. Through the jungle with the Pacific P16, deep in the rainforests of British Columbia, a veteran trucker named Jack was tasked with transporting a load of massive logs using the legendary Pacific P16. The narrow mountain roads were slick with rain, making the journey treacherous. The P16, with its immense power and stability, rumbled forward, its massive 1.2 V71 Detroit diesel engine roaring as it climbed steep inclines. Midway through the journey, Jack encountered an unexpected landslide blocking the road. With no way around, he radioed for assistance. A team arrived with a Liebherr TA-230, which began clearing the debris. However, as the rain continued, the mud became thicker, and the TA-230 got stuck. Jack, knowing the sheer power of the P16, carefully maneuvered the massive truck and attached a steel cable to the stuck machine. With a controlled pull, the Pacific P16 helped extract the Liebherr, proving its legendary strength. The road was eventually cleared, and Jack continued the journey. By dawn, the Pacific P16 had successfully delivered its cargo, proving once again why it was considered the king of logging trucks.
Panjang puluhan meter. Kepitingnya bergerak lagi, menjemput logging lain. Dari belakang.
Nissan TZA 520 versus the Jungle Swamp. In the dense jungles of Indonesia, a group of loggers relied on the Nissan TZA 520 to haul timber through thick mud and swampy terrain. One evening, as a storm rolled in, a truck carrying a full load of timber attempted to cross a makeshift wooden bridge. The structure, weakened by the relentless rain, collapsed under the weight of the truck, sending it into the swamp below. With time running out and the risk of sinking increasing, the crew sprang into action. Using another Nissan TZA 520, they secured thick chains to the fallen truck. The second TZA 520 revved its powerful diesel engine, its tires clawing at the muddy ground as it slowly pulled its stranded counterpart out of the swamp. The crew cheered as the truck was safely extracted, demonstrating the resilience and strength of these legendary machines. By nightfall, the trucks were back on the trail, their headlights cutting through the darkness as they pushed forward, undeterred by the challenges of the jungle. Conclusion: the right truck for the right job. Each of these trucks has its place in logging operations, depending on terrain, climate, and payload requirements. Whether it's the extreme off-road ability of the Euro 4320, the high-speed capability of the Volvo WG64, or the massive hauling power of the Pacific P16, these machines have shaped the logging industry. Their legendary reliability, adaptability, and raw strength ensure they remain indispensable in timber transport across the globe. The mastery of logging truck drivers, conquering the wildest terrains. Driving a massive logging truck through unforgiving terrain isn't just a job, it's an art form, mastered by only the most skilled and fearless drivers. These professionals don't just handle the wheel, they command colossal machines through deep mud, treacherous snow, and steep, winding mountain roads where a single misstep could mean disaster. With years of experience, they have developed an instinctive feel for their trucks, knowing exactly when to engage 4x4 or 6x6 drive, lock differentials for extra traction, or carefully modulate throttle and braking to maintain control on slippery slopes. Transporting tons of timber requires not just raw power, but also a deep understanding of load distribution, ensuring stability on sharp turns, and preventing rollovers on unpredictable terrain. Their expertise extends beyond driving. They are also mechanics, capable of fixing breakdowns in the middle of nowhere with limited tools. When faced with washed-out bridges or impassable routes, they rely on their ingenuity, sometimes building makeshift paths or using winches and cables to pull stranded trucks to safety. These unsung heroes of the timber industry embody grit, endurance, and exceptional skill. Whether crossing raging rivers, navigating dense forests, or climbing seemingly impossible inclines, they prove time and again that no road is too rough, no load too heavy, and no challenge too great for a true logging truck driver. The global logging and timber transport industry. An in-depth analysis. The logging and timber transport industry is one of the most crucial sectors in global resource extraction, providing the raw materials essential for construction, furniture, paper, and bioenergy, spanning across vast forests in North America, Europe, Asia, South America, and Africa. This industry involves not just the cutting of trees, but also the transportation of timber through challenging terrains. With advanced machinery, skilled labor, and stringent regulations, the industry strives to balance economic benefits with environmental sustainability. 1. The scale of the global logging industry. The timber industry is a multi-billion-dollar sector, supplying raw materials for numerous industries worldwide. The leading timber-producing nations include Canada, one of the largest exporters of softwood, with logging operations focused in British Columbia and Quebec. Russia, home to the world's largest forest reserves, providing significant timber exports to China and Europe. United States features a large-scale logging industry, particularly in the Pacific Northwest and the Southeast. Brazil, a major exporter of hardwoods, including species from the Amazon rainforest. Indonesia and Malaysia, key players in tropical hardwood logging and palm oil-related timber products. These nations dominate the timber supply chain, supporting industries ranging from housing construction to pulp and paper manufacturing. 2. Logging methods and their impact. The choice of logging method depends on terrain, tree species, and environmental policies. The three primary methods include: A. Clear cutting involves harvesting all trees in a designated area for efficiency. While it maximizes output, it can lead to soil erosion and habitat loss if not managed sustainably. Commonly used in industrial forestry in Canada, Russia, and the United States. B. Selective logging harvests only specific trees, preserving forest structure. Helps maintain biodiversity but requires more labor and planning. Frequently employed in tropical forests and conservation areas. C. Sustainable forestry and plantation logging forests are managed specifically for commercial timber production. Aims to minimize ecological damage and ensure long-term productivity. Prominent in European countries and some regions of North America. Three. Timber transportation. Challenges and innovations. Transporting logs from remote forests to processing facilities is a formidable task requiring specialized equipment and logistics strategies. Some key transportation methods include: logging trucks, heavy-duty vehicles designed to navigate rugged terrain, often operating in extreme conditions. Rail transport, used in North America and Russia for moving large timber loads efficiently. Waterways and barges, common in Canada, Scandinavia, and the Amazon for bulk timber transport. Helicopter logging, utilized in mountainous regions where conventional transport is impractical. Advancements in GPS technology, AI-driven logistics, and eco-friendly transport solutions are improving efficiency and reducing the environmental impact of timber transportation. 4. Economic contributions and employment. The timber industry is a cornerstone of many economies, supporting millions of jobs worldwide. Direct employment, loggers, truck drivers, mill workers, and equipment operators. Indirect employment, logistic economic contributions. Timber exports generate significant revenue for nations, funding infrastructure and rural development. Countries like Canada, the United States, and Russia rely on timber as a major economic driver, with regions depending heavily on logging for employment and trade. 5. Environmental challenges and sustainable solutions. Despite its economic benefits, the logging industry faces several environmental challenges, including a. Deforestation and climate change. Unregulated logging leads to massive deforestation, affecting global carbon cycles. The Amazon, Congo Basin, and Southeast Asian forests are at high risk. b. Habitat destruction and biodiversity loss. Logging disrupts ecosystems, threatening species like orangutans in Indonesia and jaguars in Brazil. Conservation efforts focus on sustainable harvesting and protected areas. c. Water pollution and soil degradation. Removing trees destabilizes soil, causing erosion and reduced water quality. Sustainable forestry practices help mitigate these effects. To counter these challenges, many countries are implementing reforestation programs, restoring harvested areas, sustainable certification, FSC, PEFC, ensuring responsible forestry, innovative logging techniques, using eco-friendly machinery and better land management. Six, future trends in the logging and timber transport industry. The future of the industry will rely on sustainable practices and technological advancements, including greater use of recycled wood and alternative materials, reducing demand for virgin timber, stricter regulations and certification programs, ensuring environmental responsibility, expansion of agroforestry and managed timber plantations, providing a renewable source of timber, advancements in transport logistics, using AI and automation to improve efficiency and reduce emissions. Governments and industries worldwide are working towards striking a balance between timber demand and forest conservation. Conclusion: the global logging and timber transport industry plays an essential role in economic growth and industrial development. While it provides indispensable raw materials, its impact on the environment requires careful management. Through sustainable forestry practices, innovative transport solutions, and stricter regulations, the industry is evolving to meet future demands while preserving the world's forests